Hey, Luigi, I'm Afro Luigi, and let's try this again. I'm going to try this again because last time it turns out my mic wasn't recording, and I'm double checking this time. Yes, my mic is recording. So let's quickly jump down to the science laboratory. I'm on a time crunch right now. I've got 3 minutes before I wanted to start doing the next thing I want to do. So first thing we're gonna do, give Bosa the money. Okay, and next I'm going to pause. Is there any, not Dukes, not you. Here you go. This is the thing I want. I want you to go dock with the our good Duke's Flaming Halo. Go dock there. I'll teleport to you, and let's check the time frame. We have 2 minutes 30 seconds. Okay. The reason I'm waiting for that next quake so we can start the terraforming. The next big project I want to do, which is the tectonic scaffolding. Yes, you can stop T-posing. Let me out of the elevator. There we go. David, sit down. Alright. 1 minute. Just 1 minute 50 seconds about. Yeah, they got their Zeus built. Should have let me build it out. I've given you some nice Terran shields instead. Are you going to clip through the hull? You're going to clip through the hull, David. I can't watch this. Just... Oh, God. Let's look. What's this keyboard? Is this an actual keyboard? No, it just got a bunch of random symbols. This looks like a media control. Look, that looks like skip song, or yeah, skip song. Not sure what that would be. Equalize. Yeah, this looks like audio controls. Having problems, David. What's your skill level, David? You got 2.5 stars. You should be better than this. What on earth are you doing? Anyways, while David is trying to figure this mess out, we are at 45 seconds. And we're going to wait and initiate tectonic scaffolding. Now, when I last did this, like I said, I had issues, so I reloaded and back in. I noticed that we still had a bunch of resources stashed away on the planet, apparently. And apparently, so when you abort a mission, apparently you don't lose progress from things like quakes. So that sounds like a little bit of an exploit that we can take advantage. That it definitely feels like an exploit to me. So I could try taking advantage of that when I go to Terraform Matea's Misfortune, but I'm not going to. I want to do it the legitimate way. Man, I think the Zeus has more M docks than both the Tokyo and the Raptor when it comes for carriers. Because I think the Tokyo and the Raptor both only have. It is time. All right. Let's start this. I didn't lose many seconds. There. Yeah. And yeah, they're started. Let's see if we can get them all done soon. Alright, I don't want to do that quite yet, so I'm going to dunk out to a place where there's no collision. We're well away from everything. We can let all the processes go out naturally. I want you to get put into storage. I really wish you could limit specific docks, right? Because I'd love to be able to set it so this dock can only be used for ships being built. Oh, and they're launching. Does the geometric owl have any nav drones on it? It does. I want to see how far out the thing is. So I want to kind of mark it with a nav beacon, just so in the future I know exactly how far the drones have progressed. Because we have 20, just under 27 minutes to deliver the last of these resources. You know, let's go talk to Dal, because the having collision won't affect at least for the next few minutes, won't affect, because it'll just be a one big delivery then. Come on, there we go. Let's go talk to Dal. Oh yeah, something's bothering you? And I just got the Balance and Buccaneers achievement. So what happened with the? That's interesting. What happened with those priests we had indoctrinated? That went even better than expected. Not only have you triggered an all-out no quarter given war between the God Realm of the Paranid and the Holy Order of the Pontifex, but there seems to have been a change of identity involving the Duke's Buccaneers. They are now calling themselves the Duke's Tempest and have vowed to wipe both the God Realm and the Holy Order off the face of the Gate Network. I bow to you, Herald of War. Cute. So let's get out of here. Let's get to some place without where the headquarters is not being affected by. Wait, medium terraforming drone? Oh, they're just undocking from over there. Oh boy. How are we doing? Oh, nothing's arrived yet. Come on, give me the low end spots. Oh, it's farther out there. I wonder if pushing out the edges of the sector will increase the distance the drones have to travel. I doubt it, but it's something I have to consider. If it does, I can always just have the geometric owl come out and pick up the nav beacon. Oh, computer stuff is starting to get delivered. Look at all those medium drop drones. There's so many. Oh, it's right there. Alright, so it's about here. Drop the nav beacon there. $42 left to build, 8 in progress. If you have 50 are being built. So the Xenon have actually been trying really hard to reclaim Frontier's Edge. I recently had to fight off a wave of it was 3Ks and an I came in to try and kill me. And this is how are we doing? So now that we have that marked, the geometric L can come back into dock so it's safe. Man, if a Xenon patrol just kind of flew out here, it could really screw me over, couldn't it? Because these drop drones aren't that quick. Oh. I haven't broke 19K yet on Computertronic substrate. Oh boy. Should start adding up fairly soon, though. I do want to kind of switch back this automatic allocation. Oh, and of course, let's turn this back on so it'll start selling things when the time comes. I can't wait for us to move on to the small drop drones. They'll be built. They build a little quicker. I wonder if they're faster. Let's have a look. Ships. Other ships. Light? Nope. It's construction ships. No. Trading ships? Ah, here we go. Medium terraforming drone has a travel speed of 1,460 meters per second. The small one is actually slower. Okay, that doesn't make a lot of sense, but okay. How are we doing on time? We have 18 minutes left. $12 terraforming drones left of the medium size, and it's just the 500 small ones. Is it going to make me try to build all 500 of them? It might. It's interesting that the construction progress is now staggered. I wonder what caused that. Was it just having ships on the dock? Well, soon how are we doing on terraforming? Oh, we're up to 19.2K for Computertronic Substrate. And any second now we're going to be onto the last few. Less than 30 seconds till we're moved on to the small terraforming drones. How are we doing on the actual... Man, we need a lot more. It's interesting how the automatic allocation works, isn't it? Oh, small drones are being built. On the plus side, we have enough in storage to make up for the difference. Oh, it's just 4 mediums now? Oh, down to just the last 2. How are we doing on the actual construction? We're still... This is bothering me that it's not actually increasing. I wonder if we're giving... Because of the way it happened, I wonder if we just hit a bug instead. I wonder if this is actually a bug, not an exploit. That because there is actually already then it's actually spreading out what little resources it needs left. Like it's basically spreading out what should have been dropped down the first across all the other drones. So each drone's actually carrying less than it's supposed to. I wonder if that's what's going on. Oh well, we're down to already 479 in the queue. Good for you. Okay, actually, let's go build that Osaka I need, because I took a build mission for the fleet delivery, and the Osaka actually got destroyed partway there because I wasn't paying attention to what kind of systems the things had to travel through. So we're going to try this again. High preset. Add to shopping list. Done. Well, it's actually climbing up fairly steadily, though. We're halfway there already. Yeah, let's just give them a whole bunch more money. Keep the resources coming in. On the plus side, we might get lucky, and this next quake doesn't actually cause any damage, because it's a % chance to cause damage. Yeah, because there's no way we're going to be able to build all 450 drones in the time frame. Because how many seconds do they take? Let's have a look. They take about 30 seconds each. So yeah, we're not going to be able to build them all in time. So basically, at this point, we're hoping that the next quake doesn't cause any damage, or if it does, if it causes damage, we're going to lose 20% of our progress. There's no way around that. So, and now those drones are spamming out at least. Oh boy. $430 left to build in 12 minutes. So we're building 16 a minute. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, because we can build about 16 a minute. And so that's only, yeah, there's no way we're going to be able to get all these small drones done in time. So basically we're stuck. Well, not stuck, but we're praying for no damage on this quake. Oh, we're already at 2 grand, 20 grand though. Most of the metallic microlattice is there. Silicon carbide's all there. I kind of want to hop. If I could, I don't like using SATA because it has a chance of messing up with scripts, and I don't want to do that. Because I don't think I can get it any faster from building drones, because I think I've maxed out, because I have 100 construction drones, I think. Yeah, 100 building drones. So that's not going to make any difference. 91 drones in flight. Oh, wow. And they just keep going, don't they? How are we doing on time? 10 minutes left. And oh, the small drones, that's basically the right area. Oh, we're under 400 drones left to build. Well, at least less than 400 in the queue. Now we're under 400 drones left to build. Yeah, I think the fact that we have more than enough resources in the queue is going to save us, because even if we have to go over to the next quake, we definitely have more than 20% of the resources left in storage. Oh, we're at 20.4K. Basically, the moment of truth is going to be when the actual next quake strikes. If we can beat, is basically what we're waiting on, is the quake. Man, that's a long line of drop drones, and the Xenon can seriously screw us over. All they need is to send like one fighter over there, and they can just start shooting drones. $370 drones left. Well, in the queue, of course, so 378 in progress. So we probably definitely have enough resources in the queue. We'll probably, if we don't make it for this quick, we'll make it for the next one. That's being wishful thinking, though. Uh, 100 drones in flight at any given over 90 drones in flight at any given time. At 350, 362 drones in the queue. So I'll definitely consider for the next one a second shipyard. Well, a second wharf, I should say. Oh boy. This is making me nervous. How many minutes out are we? We are less than 7 minutes till the next quake. And we still have 343 drones to build. I could hop in and use SATA, but that might break something. Oh, the Osaka's built now. The reason it got blown up is because the destination is Linear Fury 12, and as you can see, Linear Fury 9 is now a Xenon sector. Well, it's a Xenon sector again, so you'll fly out there. We need to get another Falx and 2 more Kukris, but that will wait till after the terraforming project is done. Because I always, for S and M size ships, I always build them from my wharf to save money, and then I make a bigger discount, and then I put most of the money back into the wharf action. A lot of the money, aside from like the money I needed to save up for the plot missions, I've been putting most of it back into the shipyard so it can keep buying goods. $320, 330 drones left. Five minutes, 20 seconds. Okay, you know what? Let's do it. Layla, out of my seat. Yeah, we're not going to make it to the 22K, or it's not going to be completed by the time the quake hits. Project's duration after all resources have been delivered. 45 seconds, 38. All right, time to turn off SATA. Oh, did we lose? Did we lose? Oh, we lost some progress, not a lot though. Actually, I don't think we lost any progress. I don't think we lost any progress. Yeah, I just lost rep with someone. Oh, that's probably something finding illegal goods. So yeah, apparently if you have everything queued up and so that's a bug where you don't lose any progress. Like, so if I aborted tectonic scaffolding now and restarted it, I'd still require to build, the project would still require me to build the 400, 500 some drones, but it would just spread the resources out among extra drones. So more drones, less goods per drone. Hundred 30 drones left to build. At any given time, 8 are in the queue. Oh, less than Oh, we're less than 100 drones left in the queue. Less than 100 left to build. So we got lucky on that quake. 66 drones left. How is the Osaka doing, actually? You're already up to second contact flashpoint. That's good. Oh, last 8 drones. There we go. That's the last of the drones. Let's turn off the SATA now, and let's continue on with the project. I need 2 more kukris and another falcons. Build ships. Oh, another thing I did off camera. If you'll see it in a minute. High preset. I actually went and purchased split combat engines, which is why I'm now stocking Community Planets goods on some of my ships entirely for the split combat engine. But of course, the Terran ships don't get those. The ships I sell don't get those. There we go. How much longer till the next quake? 11 minutes? Well, less than that because we're sading through. Actually, I want you to dock there just so you're safer. How's the Osaka doing? It's there. The kukris are catching up. Awesome. We finally completed the Quake project, and now there is no more time pressure on any terraforming projects. Last 2 drones in flight. There we go. Tectonic scaffolding. No more quakes. Beautiful. And now our next project is finally going to be getting things ready for wheat fields. So what does the wheat fields mean? We need to increase the temperature by a bit and fertilize the soil. So that is easy. We'll raise the temperature up. We only need to raise it up 1 tick. So I think just 1 black dust project will work. There. Wow, 515 build drones in the queue. That's going to be quite the project. But the headquarters is now going to start stocking its own graphene, as far if I understand this correctly. Yep. And it'll soon start issuing buy orders. You're probably going to be the first guy going out for buy orders, aren't you? Clear out these failed orders. Oh, you don't have any graphene yet. You don't have any. You haven't. I guess it hasn't propagated out yet. But that's going to be it for this episode, I think. I'm going to be delivering these things off camera. Just because basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to travel drive, queue up the travel drive, fly through the gate, keep flying out the other side, maybe wing my way around, and then through the highway. So what's the actually? Let's read the rep on this new faction for Duke's Tempest. Here we go. At its time of inception, the Duke's Buccaneers was outwardly an officially sanctioned non-governmental security outfit that operated within the new duchy system of the Paranid Empire. Behind this facade, a corrupt organization began to form, determined to undermine the authority of the very government that had originally permitted its rise. The Buccaneers were led by the shadowy and cunning Pirate Duke, who unified smugglers, pirates, and other discontent denizens of this largely unexplored and unstable region under his rule. During the Terran conflict, which forcibly distracted the Paranid Pontifex's attention, Duke's Haven was established as the faction headquarters in a newly discovered border system. That system was later grandiosely renamed Lasting Vengeance, presumably in honor of one of the Duke's driving motivations in the subsequent escalation. The Duke's Buccaneers were infamous for requiring absolute commitment from their members, demanding that they cut all former ties and send them on dangerous infiltration and assassination missions against their former affiliates to prove their allegiance. For most of the faction supporters, this made maintaining good standing with major political powers or even pirate organizations nigh on impossible, and over time resulting in them serving only the Buccaneers. Eventually, political tensions rose, and the Buccaneers became hunted by their Paranid neighbors, leading to attacks on their headquarters itself. Regardless of the meticulous planning and seeming precision of those strikes, they never managed to corner or kill the pirate leader himself. The Duke always seems to stay one step ahead of his pursuers, all the while giving his loyal subjects ample opportunity to make a profit in the ensuing chaos. According to the sparse pre-shutdown records, during a wave of warp instabilities between 780 and 782 NT, the Pirate Duke was on the verge of achieving his grandest scheme yet, when suddenly the Duke's Buccaneers headquarters in Lasting Vengeance, and with it a large part of the Admiralty, was cut off from the rest of the network. The faction as a whole, like many others at the time, dispersed quickly, with only a handful of small pirate bands continuing to vie for control of the now isolated systems of the new duchy. After the realignment of the jump gates, the Buccaneers were at first thought extinct, though there were occasionally supposed sightings in Paranid territory. These reports weren't given much attention, especially considering the much more pressing issue of the Paranid Civil War. When the war reached its climax, the machinations of one Gride Orion, veteran of the Terran conflict and acting commander of the local cell of the Buccaneers in the Duke's absence, finally came to fruition. Together with a notorious political analyst and a hired special operative, she sabotaged the peace negotiations at their most crucial moment, turning the faction representatives against one another, manipulating her pirate duke into returning to his warlike former self and abandoning his foolish notions of peace for good. In the wake of this diplomatic disaster, military economies across the Gate network received a welcome boost, as the newly forged Duke's Tempest plunged the Paranid systems into a three-way holy war. Despite the strategy of careful schemes layered on top of political intrigue and piratical destabilization that led to its formation, this faction cares little about collateral damage and only aims to rip all of the Paranid territory from the unjust rule of the weak and unworthy pontifexes. Wow. Okay. So that's that. Do they update the description of the Duke's Awakening? Nope. Formerly known as Nopelios' Fortune, this system in where a majority of the refugees from the Xenon-ravaged Scaleplate Green found their new home. Its proximity to some of the network's main trading nodes proved vital for the survival of the Pilgrim community in the early days following their arduous journey. It has since become the neutral ground between traders and adventure seekers of all factions and races, guaranteeing a wide range of individual freedoms. In reverence of the terrors that have been forever ingrained in their collective memory, an unwritten agreement was struck between the various syndicates, outfits, and corporations of this region. In the face of external threats, all internal conflict is to be forgotten, though at first this background little attention from the rest of the post-realignment community, its most recent profit-oriented amendments have certainly begun to raise concerns. So that's not really an appropriate... Okay, yeah, these are still just basically the old Nopelius' Fortune. Oh, this one changed. So there have been slight changes. So this one, okay. If you guys want it paused, you can read it. I'll just read the part that very obviously changed. As of late, any such newcomers would have to make arrangements with the Pirate Duke Reborn and his faithful band of insurgents who have selected this location as an ideal base of operations for their invasions into parented territory. That awesome, Boso. Oh, look at it. The Baldric is off to gather some graphene. So eventually that project will be done. There's no huge rush to get that one done, though, because, once again, no more quicks. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.